Hello students, welcome to EAPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Taruna Joshi, working as librarian in Ramjas College, University of Delhi. Here we are going to discuss about the module Management of Technical Services in Special and Research Libraries, which comes in the paper Special and Research Library. After completing this module, you shall be able to understand various technical activities, functions and services in special and research libraries, its relationship with other sections of the library, book selection and ordering procedure, impact of information technology on technical services. Now let's come down to the introduction of this topic. A well-equipped and well-managed library is the foundation of the modern education structure. Special and research libraries are recognized as the repository of knowledge and an integral part of education, society, and research. To meet the information needs of the scientists and users, research users especially, comprehensively, the libraries are required to acquire suitable and sufficient quantity of collection in their areas of interest. Technical services are concerned with various sections of the library which handle acquisition, classification, cataloging, processing, and maintenance of the materials in the library. For the smooth functioning of any special library, the library is organized in various sections. Each section is meant for providing specific services such as acquisition section, which is concerned with various activities of collection development, which involves four basic procedures, namely selection, ordering, receiving, and accessioning of the documents. Technical section is the most commonly known as processing section. The work of this section is basic to the other sections of the library. This is the section which helps in the transformation of a collection of books into its serviceable form. Once a book has been accessioned and bill is passed for payment, it is sent along with accession slip for processing. Before the book is sent to the shelves, it passes through various technical processes such as easing of the back, cutting open of pages, classification, cataloging, assigning book number, collection number, subject heading, stamping, tagging, date labeling, pocket fixing, fixing the ownership slip, completion work, checking of classification and cataloging work, and filing of catalog cards. Acquisition section and its services in special and research libraries. One of the most important activities of a special and research library is the acquisition of library material. Acquisition section of the library is responsible for selecting, ordering, and receiving new materials and for maintaining accurate records of such transactions. Accessioning, which is usually managed by an acquisition librarian. The in charge of the acquisition section should not only have substantial knowledge of publishing, the book market, and other sources of materials, but he should be able to direct, supervise, and control the division by providing suitably trained order librarians or assistants and developing procedures to meet the needs of the library. Acquisition of documents is on the basis of collection development and services to be rendered by the Special and Research Library. Special and Research Library does not have the traditional books, but it acquires research journals, research reports, primary sources of information searching tools, and relevant reference books. Textbooks rarely constitute one of the major sources in a special and research library. This is a chart showing various technical services of special and research libraries. Technical services in special and research libraries can be divided into as follows: services of the acquisition section, which constitute book selection, ordering, receiving, checking of bills, accessioning, and the passing of bills. And then services of the technical section, which constitute easing of the back, cutting open the pages, classification, determining call number, assigning subject headings, checking of class number, cataloging, stamping, tagging, and then filing of cards. The acquisition of books is a prerequisite for a library. This work is so important that it should be organized in such a manner that the reading material of maximum utility is acquired without any delay and at the minimum cost. This can be ensured only if a suitable section is organized and latest acquisition techniques are used. The first and the foremost essential feature of an acquisition program to decide the general objectives of an acquisition section of Special and Research Library. The following are the objectives of acquisition section in a Special and Research Library. Number 1. A library should acquire and provide all the relevant reading material to its user so that the basic functions of the library are fulfilled. For example, a research and special library should procure all the reading materials needed by its research scholars for their research projects besides books to fulfill research requirements. Number 2. A library should acquire all other books on the related topics. A special and research library must procure books on broader line subjects also so that comprehensive reading material for research and study is made available. Number 3. Latest subjects of general nature like information technology, bioinformatics, deep sea science, and defense science should find place in the collection. Number 4. A library should contain all the reading materials pertaining to research and technical activities of a particular country, city, place, or institution, or as the case may be. Functions of an acquisition section. The special and research librarian's job is to select, acquire, process, and make available books and other kind of materials to the clientele. In fact, acquisition of the reading material is one of the important functions of an acquisition librarian to perform. The following are the functions of an acquisition librarian in addition to his general duties: to develop procedures to meet the needs of the library, to handle personally difficult or important correspondence, to make recommendations to the faculty concerning with book selection, to consult with head of other departments, to have materials filmed or otherwise reproduced, to supervise the handling of all gifts and exchanges, maintenance and use of bibliographic aids, maintenance of files and other records essential to acquisition work, preparation of bills for payment, to receive, handle and check materials received, checking and passing bills for the books received, ordering and checking of periodicals, accessioning of reading materials received, preparation of accession lists, and making advance payments to agencies and publishers. Relationship of acquisition section with other sections. The work of acquisition section cannot be effectively performed without the adequate and willing cooperation of all the other sections of the library. The relationship of acquisition section with other sections is as follows. Number 1. Relation with the processing section. Acquisition section is very closely connected with the processing section because both of these depend upon each other in one way or the other. The acquisition section would like to get the help of the processing section in processing books quickly so that the catalog is kept up to date and also helps in duplicate checking. Number 2. Relation with the reference section. The reference section is a place where the readers visit very frequently and present their problems to the reference section in charge. These problems may be due to the lack of particular kinds of literature in the library, which can easily be recommended for purchase by the reference section in charge. Similarly, Reference books which are required in the same section can be recommended. The reference section in charge can easily find out the taste of the readers, and he can thus help in improving the book selection policy. Reference section can thus help in improving the book selection policy. Number 3. Relation with the binding section. In case the books are received in unbound form from the booksellers or suppliers, the acquisition section sends the books to the binding section before these are sent to the technical section, and in this way wear and tear is avoided. If the service of the binding section is quick and efficient, the acquisition work can be facilitated to a great extent. Number 4. Relation with the circulation section. The circulation section and the acquisition section must maintain very close contact with each other, because it is the circulation section which is responsible for informing the acquisition section as to which books are required and how many copies of each of such books are required. Thus, the smooth running of the special and research library is dependent upon the close relations between these sections, because if the requisite materials are not received and processed properly, the library's regular services will be hampered. Now let's see what is book selection and what are the tools for book selection. The library service that is designed to provide books and to bring together readers and books must be based on intelligent book selection policy. The types of documents that comprise the basic collection of special and research libraries are mainly reference books, scientific books, research papers, periodicals, monographs, conference proceedings, seminar papers, research papers, etc., which contain the latest information. The selection of library materials requires constant and extensive reading, which is a broad background of knowledge in the literature in different fields of study, familiarity with bibliographical aids of all kinds, and a high degree of judgment. Final selection of material is generally based on suggestions and specialized knowledge contributed by a number of persons. For example, in case of special and research libraries, which is used by executives, research workers, and technicians, the responsibility can be shared with the librarian. The librarian's professional expertise and judgment are necessary for book selection policy. Procedures for book selection. A primary necessity in determining what books to acquire for a collection is to know what has been published in the subject fields to be covered. Then one must judge their relative merits on the basis of such factors as author's reputation and standards of publishers. As guides to what is in print, list of titles from any available sources such as catalogs and compilations from certain helpful book dealers can be assembled and studied. No possible source of assistance should be ignored in the process of search and selection. Advice should be sought to from those who will use the library, particularly from the members of the library committee. Now, tools for book selection. Some good examples of tools for book selection which list scientific and technical books are as follows: Indian National Bibliography, Cumulative Book Index, Ulrich's International Periodicals Directory, McGraw-Hill Basic Bibliography of Science and Technology, Scientific and Technical Publications, etc. These bibliographical sources are required to have an up-to-date knowledge of books and documents which are recently published. The acquisition section also requires the catalog of government publishers, publishers and distributors catalog, book trade bibliographies, etc. Publishers and distributors circulate their catalog to make the librarians aware of the literature available with the publishers and distributors. Ordering procedure. The ordering procedure involves the following steps. Number 1, inquiry system. After the selection of books, the copies of the list of selected books are got typed and are circulated among important booksellers in order to know whether they can supply the required books or not. When it is known that particular books are available in ready stock with a particular bookseller, these can be ordered straight away from them. In this way, unnecessary correspondence is avoided, which is otherwise necessary. It can also be ascertained in which subjects a bookseller specializes, and orders for books in the specific subjects can be placed with them directly. This saves lot of time and energy of the library staff. An order forms file is also maintained in which every order form is filed. Number 2, placing of orders. The second stage of order work consists of placing the orders for particular books with specific booksellers. The third copy is kept in the office file. Number 3, receipt of books. If the bookseller is a local one, the bills and triplicate along with the books are received in the library. If the bookseller belongs to some outstation place, the bills are received either by the librarian who sends the same to the order section for necessary action, or these are received direct by the in charge of the order section. Number 4, checking of bills. The bills are checked with the order list which is lying pending in the order processing files. Number 5, collation and tallying work. The tallying work includes the tallying of the prices of the books. The price is generally given on the inner flap of the cover or the title page or on its back. For others, the price is found out from publishers and booksellers' catalogs. Accessioning work. The books, after being thus checked, are tallied with the bills handed over to the assistant who has been assigned the job of accessioning. A stock or accession register is maintained in the library in which all the books purchased or received in exchange or as gift are entered. Each book is given a consecutive serial number. This register is known as accession register and the serial number is called the accession number. All these registers are allotted a consecutive number and in such a system, more than one person can do the accessioning work if necessary. The accession register contains the following columns: date, accession number, author, title, editor and pagination, page and publisher, volume number, binding and size, name and address of supplier, price, voucher number and date of payment, call number, withdrawal date, and other remarks. A special kind of stamp is put on the words of the title page and the relevant information is given therein. The information given is useful for reference purposes. It is a duplicate record of the books. The specimen of accession stamp can contain name of the library, accession number, date of receipt, supplier, price, and accession assistant's initials. The accession assistant gives a certificate on the bill that the books have been entered in the accession register by such and such accession number along with the initials. Bill passing procedure. The bills are handed over to the bills assistant. The assistant in question, after checking the totals, gives a certificate on the bill as under certificate that the net published or quoted prices have been charged and the approved rates of conversion have been charged. Functions of technical section. The following are the functions of a technical section in a special and research library. First of all, easing of the back. Easing of the back can be done by opening the book somewhere in the middle, placing it on a flat table and gently running the thumb from the top to the bottom along the inner margin, working your way through the book to the two covers, turning a few leaves at a time and simultaneously pressing it. The easing of the back should be done carefully so as to avoid breaking the back. Next is cutting open the pages. Sometimes the pages are closed. Therefore, these pages are cut open with the help of a cutter wherever necessary. Classification. Classification is the foundation of librarianship. The basic purpose is to arrange the documents available in the library in a helpful sequence so that they are readily available. For this purpose, various classification schemes which are designed are used in different special and research libraries. These schemes are DDC, expensive classification, subject classification, Library of Congress classification, Bliss bibliographic classification, universal decimal classification, and colon classification. Tools for classification. The schedules of the classification scheme used in a particular library are the major tools of the classifier. In order to interpret the schedules of a particular scheme, other aids as given below can be helpful. These are Indian National Bibliography, British National Bibliography, Library of Congress Catalogue, etc. Classification procedure. The books received from the order section after accessioning. The following jobs are performed for classifying the books. Number 1. Duplicate checking. In special and research libraries, duplicate checking is a job of the order section. The assistant of the order section gives the requisite information on the book selection cards, which are ultimately sent to the processing section along with the books. As such, the work of the classification section is saved. Number 2. Determining the specific subject. The classifier first of all finds out the specific subject of each book by going through the following parts of the book in a successive manner: title, subtitle, foreword, preface, table of contents, book jacket flaps, thought content, book reviews, and the introduction of the book. Determining call number. In a library, the location of a document on shelves is determined by its call number, which consists of 3 parts: class number, book number, and collection number. Allotting class number. After determining the specific subject of each book, the classification schedules and other aids are used for allotting proper class numbers. Allotting book numbers. After allotting the class numbers, the classifier assigns the book numbers. The following are the systems of allotting book numbers: C.A. Cutter's author table, Cutter Sanborn author table, Merrill's author table, etc. Allotting collection number. A special library usually acquires different varieties of materials such as books, periodicals, monographs, etc. All these documents may not be conveniently in a single sequence because it is not going to be helpful. So the main purpose of libraries is to create helpful sequence and indicate the exact location. For this, the collection number is used. Assigning subject heading. A subject heading is the word or phrase used in the library catalog to describe different subjects. It could be assigned using Library of Congress list of subject headings, or Sears list of subject headings, or ALA's list of subject headings, or Ranganathan's chain procedure. Next is cataloging. Generally speaking, a library catalog is a list of books and other materials in a particular library arranged according to a definite plan or determined order, which includes specified items of descriptive information such as author, title, edition, place of publication, name of publisher and date of publication, and bibliographic information such as number of volumes, number of pages, illustrations if any, size of the book, and name of the series to which a book belongs for the purpose of identification and location of materials catalogued. Classification determines the place of a book on the shelves. Physically, book can be placed only at one place according to the subject contents of the book. But the readers see book through various approaches such as author, title, series, and other collaborators like translators, editors, etc. At that time, classification is not capable of fulfilling these varied approaches of the readers, so catalogs are prepared for the convenience of both the library staff and the users. The information contained in them should be displayed according to some well-defined rules. The transferring of technical information about a book to a card containing to set rules is known as the cataloging of books. A catalog is an arrangement of entries showing the resources available in the library. Cataloging tools. These tools include Indian National Bibliography, British National Bibliography, etc. Cataloging procedure. The following are the jobs which are involved in the cataloging department: preparation of main entry, shelf list, edit and reference entries, label pasting, etc. Stamping. A library stamp is put on lower half of the verso of the title page, bottom of the last page of text, or bottom of the last page of the volume. The stamp should be put properly and carefully without falling on the printed matter. Tagging or label pasting or spine label. Tag is pasted on the back of the volume after removing the jacket, if any. It should be fixed 1 inch above the bottom of the spine of the book. In case the volume is not thick enough to allow space for a tag, then apply it on the front cover close to the book. Date labeling. A date label or slip should be pasted on the first page after the cover or back flyleaf of each book. The size of slip may be 5 by 3 inches. The date slip may contain the following entries: name of special and research library, accession number of the book, class number, book number, date of issue, date of return, and the initials of the staff. Pocket fixing. The book pocket is made up of stiff paper with a small pocket folded and glued across the bottom third of its height to hold a book card. Fixing ownership slip. Ownership slip is pasted on the inner side of the front cover, and it may contain the following entries: name of the libraries, location, class number, book number, accession number. Completion work. It involves writing of call number in pencil at the back of title page and also on the secret page to be decided by the library. Checking of classification and cataloging work. All the class numbers and catalog entries should be carefully checked by the chief of the section. In case no other person is available, then checking must be done by the same person and any mistake found must be corrected. Filing of cards. The catalog cards are either typed or handwritten. The catalog cards which are kept in the books are taken out from the books and filed in the public catalog cabinet. Shelf cards are filed in the shelf list, and at this stage the book can be released for issue or put on display. Impact of information technology on technical services. Impact on acquisition. The computerized acquisition section has reduced the burden for ordering of books, checking of records of duplicate purchase orders, and follow-up action can also be taken automatically. Impact on technical processing or cataloging. Today, most of the librarians have now placed or augmented the familiar card catalog with online public access catalogs. The user can choose author or title keywords. Here, the librarian or user sits down before a computer terminal and a screen and types in a few keywords and is given immediate access on the screen to the holdings of the library. Use of internet in technical services. Internet has become indispensable tool for information professionals. The internet has increased the scope of all services. Some of the major library services that can be offered through internet are acquisition of documents, classification, and cataloging. So students, let's summarize what we have learned in this module. From the above detailed discussion, it can be summarized that the special and research librarian's job is to select, acquire, process, and make available books and other kind of materials to its users. Technical services are concerned with various sections of the library which handle acquisition, classification, cataloging, processing, and maintenance of the materials in the library. For smooth functioning of any special library, the library is organized into various sections, and each section is meant for providing specific service, such as acquisition section, which is concerned with various activities of collection development, which involves 4 basic procedures, that is selection, ordering, receiving, and accessioning of documents. Acquisition of all the reading material is one of the important functions of an acquisition librarian to perform. A successful program For the acquisition of documents requires knowledge of publishers and book trade. The acquisition librarian should have bibliographical knowledge for placing orders. Sending orders is a work of great responsibility. To its traditional role of supplier of books, periodical publications, and other materials, many special and research libraries have automated the book ordering process where there is access to the necessary equipment. It has added new services such as shelf preparations, distribution of e-books and e-journals, document delivery, etc. With the advent of internet, it has become possible to provide electronic resources to users directly at their desktops. The communication between librarians and vendors and the process of seeking answers to queries or sending orders has become fast. It has accelerated the process of acquisition. All these advances have helped considerably in improving the services to the users of the libraries in their areas of interest. Technical section is most commonly known as the processing section. The work of this section is basically related to the other section. It's very basic to the other sections of the library. This is the section which helps in the transformation of a collection of books into serviceable form. Once a book has been accessioned and bill is passed for payment, it is sent along with accession slip for processing. Before the book is sent to the shelves, it passes through various technical processes such as easing of the back, cutting open of pages, classification, cataloging, assigning book number, collection number and subject heading, stamping, tagging, date labeling, pocket fixing, fixing ownership, completion work, checking of classification and cataloging work, and filing of catalog cards. Thus, we can say the technical section in special and research libraries is basic to other functions of the library. Through processing, we are able to transform a collection of books into serviceable items, thus making the books to be put to best use as is desirable. Thank you.